Hold on. Hold on. Take a breather.
Roman Reigns has been the face of WWE for years, carrying the company on his shoulders as the tribal chief and the undisputed leader of the bloodline. But in recent weeks, his aura of invincibility has been tested like never before. After enduring brutal attacks from Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Roman found himself hospitalized, an image few fans ever thought they'd see. For days, speculation ran wild. Was Roman seriously injured? How long would he be out of action? Would this spell the beginning of the end for the bloodline? Finally, the silence was broken. In a video recorded from his hospital bed, Roman gave fans an update on his condition and a warning to those who had tried to take him out. With his ribs heavily bandaged and a determined fire in his eyes, Roman spoke directly to the WWE Universe. They think they can break me. They think they can end what I've built. But I've been through worse. I've been knocked down before. And every single time, I've gotten back up. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning of payback. His words were short, but they carried the weight of a champion who refuses to surrender. Support from the WWE Universe. The moment Roman's message aired, fans across the globe rallied behind him. Social media erupted with messages of encouragement, videos of fans holding "We Stand with Roman" signs, and countless posts calling him an inspiration for resilience. For the WWE faithful, Roman's defiance was a reminder that champions aren't defined by their setbacks, but by how they rise after them. It wasn't just the fans who reacted. WWE superstars also chimed in, with some praising Roman's toughness and others seizing the moment to call him vulnerable. The hospital footage became the most talked about moment of the week, proving that Roman's presence, even from a hospital bed, remains unmatched in its impact. A ghost from the past emerges. While Roman's response was powerful, another voice soon entered the conversation, and it sent chills through the WWE locker room. Dean Ambrose, Roman's former brother-in-arms and one-third of the iconic Shield, surfaced with a cryptic message directed not at Roman, but at Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. In a dimly lit video, Ambrose's voice was steady, almost unsettlingly calm. Roman's broken, Seth's chasing spotlights, Becky thinks she's untouchable. But the past doesn't disappear, it waits, and when it comes back, it doesn't ask for forgiveness. It demands payback. The warning wasn't long, but it was enough to send shockwaves through WWE. Fans who had followed the rise and fall of the Shield immediately understood the weight of Ambrose's words. This wasn't about random rivalries. This was personal. The Shield's legacy. The Shield's history is one of WWE's most celebrated yet painful stories. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose stormed onto the scene in 2012, dominating everyone in their path. Their bond, their unity, and their ruthless style made them one of the most dominant factions in modern wrestling history. But the cracks came fast. Seth Rollins' infamous betrayal, driving a steel chair into the backs of his brothers, shattered the group and led to years of animosity. While there were reunions down the line, the trust never fully returned. Ambrose's eventual departure from WWE marked the true end of the Shield era. That history now casts a long shadow over the present. Ambrose's return to the conversation doesn't just reopen old wounds. It threatens to pull Seth, Becky, and even Roman back into a storm they thought they had left behind. Why Seth and Becky are in the crosshairs. Ambrose's warning was aimed specifically at Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, WWE's most powerful couple. Seth, the visionary, has thrived in the years since the Shield dissolved, becoming one of WWE's most decorated and flamboyant superstars. Becky, the man, has forged her own empire, headlining WrestleMania and becoming one of the biggest names in the industry. But for Ambrose, success doesn't erase betrayal. His words suggested a belief that Seth had built his career on treachery, and Becky, by association, has been pulled into the fire. Betrayal doesn't vanish, Ambrose said. It waits. And when it finds you, it burns everything you've built. For Rollins and Becky, the message was clear. The past isn't done with them. Roman's position in all this, what makes the situation more intriguing, is Roman Reigns himself. Though Ambrose didn't address him directly in his warning, Roman's Shield past ties him to the unfolding drama. With Roman recovering in the hospital, questions are mounting. Will he be forced to confront his old ally turned enemy once again? And how will the bloodline, already strained by recent attacks, respond to the re-emergence of such a volatile figure? Roman's hospital message made it clear that he intends to come back stronger than ever. But Ambrose's presence adds a new layer of uncertainty. For the first time in years, Roman may find himself fighting battles on two fronts, defending his position as tribal chief while also facing the ghosts of the Shield. The WWE Universe Reacts fans have been split since Ambrose's chilling promo aired. Some see it as the potential start of one of the most emotional storylines in years, reuniting the Shield members in a conflict built on betrayal and history. Others are uneasy about Becky Lynch being dragged into the crossfire, given that her rivalries have always stood on their own merits. Speculation has run wild about what comes next. Will Ambrose physically return to WWE to confront Seth and Becky? Could Roman be forced into an uneasy alliance with his former Shield brother to face a larger threat? Or is this all building toward a collision where past loyalties and current rivalries clash in spectacular fashion? What lies ahead? For now, the only certainty is uncertainty. Roman Reigns is recovering, and though weakened, his spirit remains unbroken. Dean Ambrose has delivered a chilling message that has put Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch on high alert. The WWE Universe is left to wonder when and how these paths will collide. One thing is undeniable. The past has a way of resurfacing, no matter how far you think you've moved on. For Roman, Seth, and Becky, Dean Ambrose's words are more than just a threat. They are a promise that history is coming back to haunt them. Closing thoughts. Roman's defiance from the hospital reminded the world why he is still the tribal chief, a champion who refuses to quit no matter the odds. Yet at the same time, Dean Ambrose's return to the narrative has turned the spotlight toward a darker, more personal conflict, one built on betrayal, loyalty, and unfinished business. The road ahead for WWE feels uncertain, but also electrifying. Will Roman rise stronger than ever? Will Seth and Becky find themselves hunted by Ambrose's vengeance? And will the echoes of the Shield shape the future as much as it shaped the past? The answers are coming, but for now, one thing is clear. The WWE landscape has been shaken, and nothing will ever be the same.